Pershing Rifles at Seton Hall was part of a national organization. The centerpiece was a drill platoon that would march in cadence, perform with rifles and bayonets, throwing them over their heads. It came down to precision. You wanted to act as one. And we were very successful at that.
The Pershing Rifles was a unique organization. This was more of an honor society, but it was a brotherhood also.
More than just being impressed by the drill competition, you could sense the feeling of brotherhood and camaraderie that existed among all the members of the PRs. And I think that's what attracted most people to the organization.
The thing that attracted me about them were a certain swagger that they had around campus. They truly believed that they were good at what they did, and they were, and I wanted to be part of that.
We worked together every day. We would get together at 6 o'clock in the morning before classes in the parking lot, rain or shine, and we would practice.
It took a lot of work, but we had a common goal and we had good leadership. Our incentive was to excel.
In 1967, we went down to the University of Maryland and we won the national championship in trick drill.
So many of the routines that we did were really pretty spectacular in that it got the crowd roaring, and you really sort of got caught up in all of that, and you almost got to the point where you say, well, if they think that's cool, wait till they see what we're going to do next.
You knew that what you were doing was going to be, most of the time, better than anyone else could do it. So it was very thrilling.
Eventually, one by one, went over to Vietnam, where we served with distinction.
Those feelings that we had each other's back, that we cared for each other, and quite frankly, not ashamed to use the word love, that we loved each other and cared for each other and would be there for each other, whether it was on the drill team, whether it was in the tactical training that we did, but we had brothers, and we were truly a band of brothers.
We came home and we started to bump into one another, or we started to look out for one another. And remarkably, no one had died, which is unbelievable to this day. We were happy that everyone made it, and it made us want to get together more frequently, more often, and we found reasons to do that. Through technology, we were able to find each other on the internet. We've located about 120 people that we're in constant touch with.
It's a feeling where you want your brothers to be with you in times of sorrow and in times of joy. And that's what we do.
What I learned from my time in the Pershing Rifles was a work ethic that transcended my positions in the Army and then my positions in the business world. It taught you that if you put in the time, you will see results. And that stayed with me throughout my military career and my business life. And even as a father. I told my kids, you want to see results, you got to put in the time. Do something you like to do, find something you like to do, and then work at it.
That's the big takeaway for me, that in 1964, I stepped foot on campus of Seton Hall University, and I didn't know one of these guys. And here it is, almost 50 years later, that we're still together. And you can't buy that kind of friendship. You have to earn it.